Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, worldwide. Renegade there. The renegade, the man when afraid, the man in the wilderness. Keep it real and honest, run you know, tabloid, wagwan. Alright, so we see Tuftong run out, and start a PR business there. People in Jamaica listening. They make them come tell you nothing and no garbage. And then somebody had sent me something last night with Big Mama. Turn up the spin now. Yeah, I'm making me a talk to. Must want to say Michael Manley and one bag of bullshit. One bag of garbage. Yeah. Big Mama turn up the speed. But let me tell you something. The amount of contribution Cuba make to Jamaica is unbelievable. We can't thank them and pay them. Because them train doctors too, you know. And we get to understand them, give them scholarship. Because them wouldn't even pay the money. So and then me one of them I say, when them get the scholarship, it's like Cuba make them sign something that they have to do 5 years in a Jamaica. If they want, because they give them scholarship, but you have to work in your country. You have to do even 5 years, even if you have to take up job of foreign. But them train them free. Some of them never pay. Them subsidize and some of them get it free. So them do a vast a good for us for decades. That are 5 decades. 5. See? Now Tuftong run out and I make some spin. And then Big Mama, people are under there. Here's some patient and here's some other people are come out and then express the same thing. Yes. Like what I talked about yesterday. Yes. That name critical thinking. Yes. Maybe just tell me my little family member, me tell her I forgot Navlet Brown. And you're earth strong today, so just go and big up yourself, you know. You know, and long life and prosperity. Let me just heal you up right now. See? Yeah. Now them help you, you know. If you I go through the whole of that, you can turn and build school. CC Faster College where turn out too much people and runners and teachers and everything. I them build it for Monday time. Gavi Masio, Jose Martin, the whole of them build them school too. So them deal with education and them deal with that. Them have the finest set of doctors. And then me Andrew run out and I chat now. I mean I tell you, when them have the up at the children hospital down in the west, Tuftong did came out and Tuftong said China pay them. But maybe even ask you something before me start pay you Tuftong because your spin now work. People are dead. Remember the hospital terrible in the state where it stay. But you are come out and tell the people them say yes, we are gonna manage your you have to go listen Tuftong. Easy man. If you not have enough doctors and nurses right now for manage nothing. Yeah? Oh, you can manage. And now come tell me about 70. 70 over like 400, you send home and then 70. You send home 400 at the best. And the cat 277 leave. You send home some already, over 100. So you have like 400. You send home some of that already from last year. And then you send home the rest. And I tell you, you can get 70 from UK. Nobody now leave from UK, but you can do interview. 70 are all full space are like 400 at the best. And more people are going to do interview. Eh? This is bullshit. So I'm going to come with this garbage. But let me ask you a real question now. Because Big Mama run and I try to spin something. Big Mama, when you send out your sperm whale them, go up broadcast or them go do them thing or them depend on your station at work. The advertise them, pay them directly. Piece of shit. You advertisers them. That's if you have any left. And them pay directly. Let me ask you something again, Andrew. The contract them where you get to Chinese harbor. But our people them not get no good money, you know. Them they are slavery under the government of Jamaica. Are you pay them what people them directly? The government are pay. Ah, you pay the contractor for pay them. Oh, go. Tell me now. Your piece of shit, yo. Your government, you pay what people them are directly? Be a fuck with them talk, you know. Me ask them, they go answer them for me, yeah? Answer them for the people then. So you have pay them people directly. When you have contractors, I want to get the contractors and people that work for them because them get the big contract and them give people work. The government see to it that you have pay them individually, the people them are work. And then do you mean treatment and the one hand? Because it's some youth depend thing there all the time I tell you the Chinese are treat them, you know. Eh? I be a shit them time. I don't know what them are bring to the people them, you know. Because we never have a problem. Hear this now. You think we could have a problem 2023 when Cuban still are sending doctors to go stop the pandemic in a 22? We have a problem because we have something up. And only that negotiate 2020 from 23. We're not drunk or no. We not, that means you negotiate before that, but Mr. Cuban send 140 doctors for help and practitioners for helping at the pandemic. Don't make them tell you no bullshit. Them bow to Rubio and fling the people them under the bus who are going to die. And if I want to go and blind, I'm going to tell you it equal to. Yeah, where am I right so? Hear this. Make a play me also.
And Porter Jones, and these are the latest stories from the Radio Jamaica News Center. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tuftong has sought to assure the nation that the discontinuation of the Medical Corporation program with Cuba will not affect the reopening of the Cornwall Regional Hospital. There are concerns that the country's health sector will be adversely affected by the...
You might talk about reopening of Cornwall Regional. When I'm not doctor and nurse already. We are play it. So it mean now fake it. What the fuck? Them for fire, you know. Hey, Jamaica, una block, una poop, una for fuck off, you know. Only if it sit down and make them man just sit down every fucking day and put out this shit. I want to run them way. Two people have them family member and them thing that's why we do all them thing. I know them for aye. Some of them for pile up and go down at where me don't archer. Cause una gonna could idiot. You can make them people that take on for idiot, so. Eh? But not affect Cornwall when Cornwall Regional affected already. The nurse, them tell one nurse to 50 fucking patient. Some people sit on 3 days not see no doctor yet. See my brother go over there and go dead. Una see it on TV, una say, so it now I affect it. It affected already. When I talk is bullshit. Stop, make the man come out and tell him fuck off. When him coming at the road, you not tell him fuck off, you not chat to him. You not skin at one thing we do, you know. You not fool, you not fi go in, man. You not fi stop this man. That's why people walk over one man all the time, man. So you have to run them with you, you know, them are shit, so most of them, you know. Eh? You can't make a guy come and do PR and una and phone life and phone mother life and all of them thing there. And just bought it now affect. The truth is, Cornwall Regional Hospital short staff long fucking time and them watch. It not good. It not good. So you move them and now, and then they have a bigger gap now. And now it fucked up. Don't make them tell you nothing. If them tell you this, that means them no respect on another. Them never say, well, we sabi and tell you the truth. And then you have some little idiot that say, you know, if you go ahead, man. The man will stop it to the people. You know, like him take everybody for dance. You know, say him couldn't come from my program. I him couldn't go around me and I chat them fuck him and I shut him up. And say, you know, you chat fuckery. You know better than this. This is not time for the PR. People, life matter. Your piece of shit. Yeah.
Absence of Cuban medical personnel. Dr. Tuftong says the roles of the Cuban healthcare workers were specific to certain services based on where critical shortages were identified.
Those areas across the board, but confined to particular services and would bolster.
What you call particular services though? If you have Cuba, give back your eyesight. You have Cuba deliver baby. You have the Cuban tell you every fucking thing them do. Why matter about particular services? Tuftong you for fuck off. So I'm come with him lion and spin again. Yeah? Yeah, man. Dr. Winston Green was trained in Cuba. Okay. In the 70s. Okay. See? Yes. See? So when I talk about like them limit to a little services, are the people them run that I make number one, more only than that. When I talk about limited, if you have somebody if you are deliver baby, if you do operation and you save over 90,000 life and millions of people you see, and then tell you everything what them do. Or the fuck I tell you say limited services. Like them are clean and carry out rubbish. Fucking punk. In a pandemic we don't even have nobody. And them come deal with it. And them are trained with doctor them, you know. I tell them to stop do this. And people not forget real. When people ramp out on a life, I want to family life, you know, play with them. You don't allow them to come chat fuckery. And you listen and spread fuckery. Don't do it. See? And the poor need to fight for, you know, because some enough I want to eat that, you know, because them can come tell you no fuckery and go on a 5 grand and want to good. And telling them what them are going to do and what they're not doing. You look, and next decade, 1.5, the same fucking thing and line them pocket. Fuck up the place. Eh? Andrew them Russell and China them lead and North Korea them lead Andrew them and Tuftong them, you know. When you might have feel now walk free, the man them are killing out. Kill out the nation and I tell you no one bag of bullshit. Eh? Continue.
Existing capacity in those services. So where
Yeah,
Jamaicans are, but not enough. Sometimes it's rural because some Jamaican doctors may not want to go to work in a rural parish. Sometimes it's specialization like oncology, cancer care, which is a growing area, or a lab service.
So, or you say special cancer fucking care. Then these are the problem we have. Eh? And lab. These are the most important part. When somebody around your lab in a better, that are the most important part that them not get it wrong. If you get it wrong, it causes a life. You hear me tell you about special, this and one bag of fucking shit, and him going to cancer care. Him going to lab. Him doesn't have nothing to talk, him love spin too much. You understand? This guy spin too much. He's a spin guy. But that hurt me because the people, me I look upon the vast amount of people who are dead when they're dead yet. It are coming like 100 Hiroshima bomb drop on them. And poor thing them have nowhere to run go. No money, nothing can buy medication, do nothing at all. It's so fucked up. Yeah? And by the way, if them try private, them all just get broke and them have the money to pay private. So we know them throw to the dogs now. Yeah? Because one country ambition for just tell you fuckery. I mean, I ask the government, if the one of the contract come see them and give out, if them pay the workers them directly. Me just ask the government. You are the contract with government to government according to you. You never have no problem with that because you get your service. The Cuban them never complain. One man a complain. Hey, let me tell you, say for me there Cuba. Me that come out and say, you Ruben, you for fuck off. You don't tell me and stop my thing and tell me like a kid for me. You're born over there, so fuck you. The Cubans should have tell him fuck off. Yes. Jamaican government will tell him fuck off too. Him out harder, man. Yeah, because who are dead at the hospital, if not somebody a relative of mine, a relative of yours, or somebody where you know, not for him. You understand? And to them immediate family are right because they can fly out and get treatment. You understand? Big mama is about pushing fuckery. Ask it when advertisement, advertising I want it. But the little advertisement money, that where barely a scrape. Ask it if the worker them around him, the fish them around him and the wheels them. If for them the advertisement pay directly. Ask no. Okay, for them they pay directly, you know, over 1.5 billion, you know. He might draw out of them fucking pay and not pay. Tell him shut him nasty thinking Ross around there, yeah? He man dirty draws Davis, yeah? Them draw it out of the people them money and not pay it. from housing trust go right back. Eh? At that him figure pay. Talk about him raw self in 1.5 billion. Ask when the advertisement appear if the worker them get paid directly. Eh? I ask him if that's an inhuman treatment to Americans them. A criminality I do. Yeah. You see me I say? So they might try to force the Venezuelan to send on the Cuban doctors. Acting Venezuelan president told them that they can't touch the doctors. Okay. Yeah. You understand? It's bad because good at suffer for the bad. See? So me like ask question. Anything with them do, you know? You package it and you fling it back and ask them and just look for the government of Jamaica. The people them down here, so before me even play that, finish play that you. Let me play this. Look, you remember this?
Hey, you speak English?
They need money.
No money. So you guys don't want money? No money, no work. Okay, you guys must get paid, man. We appreciate the work that you do. You must get paid. Yeah, man, you must get paid, man. All right. Thank you.
So no, so you Tuftong, Angie one is come. Them Tuftong did come out on the news and send them pay them a China in our country, right? China pay them. And then we make them send them home back. The whole of them. So that did stop. So them just demonstrate. So this the inhuman treatment. This. Me never see the doctor run up and down like this and say boom bam. Eh? You tell me now. You Tuftong himself came out and said, and I impay them at China. Eh? Yeah. Of course, we have a fight for Jamaica, man. Cornelius, we have a fight for Jamaica. See? So you pay them. So you as the government, them are building in your country. And you remember, this is not like Dr. Commander serve now. Them are build a brand new hospital. Yeah? And the people that work more than 6 months, no pay. And you know, suspend all of it. When we say no more Chinese then set feet. Every one of them. Can we see them now pay our people them, you know? People there with them foot broke and say them going off for work so when your foot get better, you come back. That's an inhumane treatment. Our one people, them get the job. You come out and say no, you pay them. A China pay them directly. Eh? I'm going to ask about the rest of contract. When you give a contractor friend them. When the people them work, you see to it that them you pay them personally. Or your contractor friend them when it's subcontract done. What you say about it? Can you want your job? It's a piece of shit. When you don't bring nothing at all to me, you know, because me question on the same way. You understand? You see what them do? Them do PR. And the PR don't make no sense. These people said no, me no. And Tuftong came out and said, China pay them. And the government. But even the one them were there, China have one thing. When you look them sign contract and them are over people like shit front away. Yeah? People of China, no pay, we don't have pay with no money. And this I want to give up on the road, and when the road them a bill. But the government say, the one Queen E run with people and ask if we are do this and we are do that. He run with people, don't ask me no damn question. Eh? And now you come and talk about inhumane and all kind of little thing, big dirty thinking, mama. Why not go with that? Where am I go with this? Let me play this.
So the intention is to focus on those areas with the plan as outlined, whether it is the search plan in the short term or the recruitment plan in the medium to longer term. And we believe that we will just have to be more aggressive in doing so.
Health Minister Dr.
Just come and say,
he was
in my search, no, but in a serious note, if you When I talk, me not take this to nothing at all. So you leave and you're there in England and work as a nurse. You relocate your whole family. But you gotta do, make him call you. Cause you know where you have already, you know. And I gotta tell you, okay, me I gotta give you a house, you know. Yeah, how much of them can do that too? Can't talk about the taxpayers too, you know. Because when them there work, him not treat them so nice. And if the rest of work are Jamaican, no Jamaican will come back and you get that. Them I want to leave to that, you have to offer them the same thing. Him not have the head enough. Kept me at work as a doctor or a nurse. And me see my colleagues them will leave. And you offer them 10 times the amount of me I work, but me the my job and do my job 10 times. As them come, me leave. Me go full them vacancy. Me apply and go full it. You still have a shot. Don't forget me back, you have to pay me the 10 times too. If you can't pay them, and them are Jamaican, you have to pay me 10 times. See? Everything where I'm doing is a failure. I'm not have the head. Can have wrong calculation all the time, you know. See? If you try to entice colleagues with me know, and all them do is go overseas, go work for a year and two and thing and to carry them back, you pay them 10 times the amount. You give them millions now. You don't want me to work. Because I take it for disrespect now and I say, don't go on. My money have to go up and I leave. If I do it, I apply for the empty spot where them left and I gone. You understand? No, Papa, no, that's it I do. If you depend a job at work, and you hear them, remember, you know how some of the people them will leave. And then the government did go on wicked. And all of a sudden, you are carry home 300,000, but them are carry home 3 million. Why you have to stay? Why? You don't be an idiot. Because all a man do is just leave and take up a job overseas and then him get 3 mil per month. Yeah? Me I get 300,000, so what me do? Me no want that. And them get house and give them car too. Yeah? So me gone. You're gone. Whether down that island and something, you're gone. Everybody is going because two things, he have to raise what pay to the same standard now. I best leave. It don't make no sense. Let me just tell you, because I don't know where you talk, say you don't want to talk bullshit. Because so you work it out, unless you're arsed. You just sit down there. I remember, and people are listening to me by the way, but I remember tell you this. Remember, if him not raise it and want to do the same thing, the people them will not come back. It doesn't make no sense again. Can you could say, boy, I give you 50,000 Jamaican more for your money. Me I tell you, say, yeah, diss me. And you shouldn't even call my phone. You have to fuck off. Then the clover time that give me much money and a pound me I work. And me I work US or Canadian. I'm not coming back. And take out your people them out of school or university for go where? For go work for what? Eh? For go to Jamaica for go work for nothing at all. And if you get 10 times, but the country can't manage, every single doctor and nurse have to raise 10 times. And match that. If they might leave. So him a fighter, a fight when him can't win. Him don't have them not have no brain cell, you know. Me don't got to tell you this straight. They don't have none. Let me continue listen this.
At a media briefing yesterday. And Dr. Tuftong says the ministry has received close to 140 applications from specialist nurses in the diaspora.
Lie, Mattel. You saw the man lie? Him received close to 140 from specialist nurse. Any specialist nurse are working at any one of them country, then the money you so. Not for enough politician money. Them are give them are right him now if you go back in Jamaica for work from diaspora. This guy crazy. This is how the guy lie. This is how him lie. Him couldn't get it before, you know. But no specialist nurses. But say them now come back. I write him. Write him. Remember, you know, in America still short of nurses and them thing there, you know. So you have specialist nurses, you know, you have place. But specialist nurses in the diaspora write him over 140. This is how the guy lie. I remember 140 can match the best. Some of the best, like 400. That number then all up. You understand? So you could go swap out the last set with 277. And you have to about nurses. Remember, you have BA specialists, there's doctors and all kind of things, right? And you have to about specialist nurses. Where the doctor them there? Where's the doctor? Eh? But this is how I'm lie though. Continue.
To fill posts that will be vacant following the departure of Cuban healthcare providers.
Jesus, him lying.
Dr. Tuftong says 70 of the applicants from specialist nurses have been shortlisted. He says interviews are being scheduled through the Human Resource Department of the Ministry.
So you tell me now, 70 shortlisted, out of specialists, you are get 140 shortlisted on the 70. Eh? This is how I'm like. From diaspora, from England to, you know, specialist nurse. And him get, hey, when if I want him to him talking, I want to look if I see 70 fucking nurse a come. Them two fucking line up. Hey, Jamaican. Me I talk up phone too much. Me never will this. This won't tell enough I want to fuck off to, you know. Yeah, because I remember some father and me, you know. Yeah, some stay, you know. Father, I remember some stay. Because them are going like them are idiot. Eh? All of a sudden, you get specialist nurse who reject you. And you are shortly, you get 140, but what 70? If you have 277 well left, 70, you still have 207. When I remember doctors and specialists, special doctors and everything in that. You say you're shortly 70. Make you hear him 70. Yeah.
Corporate office for the 70 shortlisted applicants.
So in the coming week and a half or so, we will begin the process of interviewing. And the idea is to fast track.
So that makes sense? We are talking to bumble will lie. If you have somebody attack to you now, you're shot. You don't take 1 week to start interview people. You never fucking emergent. Jamaican people, this is how them treat you now. I'll be a fucking talk, you know. In the coming week, so you sit down right now and just relax. Yeah? And then write you when? Last night? Can this just break out, you know? When I write you last night, and then you're make it stay till next week, the coming week. Next week. And then you start interview them now. So you wait for your time and your pleasure. Be a fucking talk. We are looking out for so much people come off a plane. You have to show with the 70, yeah? I remember 70 can't fill the gap. You're too rash lying. When if you hold him to him word. Yeah. Hold him to him word. Yeah? So you have to take 1 week and next coming week. You're not done the week, yeah. You know, say right now, 24 hours, I jump on it. It's not an emergency for the poor people then. I remember 70 can't fill no gap neither. Him lie. This is how him lie. Eh? And this is evil to the people. When I'm doing the PR, say my cool down head. And you see, you want to rush him. When if you rush big dirty thinking, mama too. Yeah? If him talk about the Cuban thing, he said, go pay up him tax. When draw out time workers their money, him go pay it up. That's inhumane. $1.5 billion. Big dirty thinking, mama, yeah? Yes. You understand? Nobody not telling this. And then, no, them not live where them live, you know, and make you shortlist them. Them not have home, them not have nothing, because they leave already. And them have to pack up now and then go in a KPH works. So you as a nurse, you leave from Jamaica, you leave from where you there. And go in a KPH or one of them dirty places where them call, because them in a hospital. Them that dirty thinking dump. You're not going to one of them dump that can work with nothing at all in there. And step over people to pam grung and all kind of things. Number one, if you get open up to the where you are work right now. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. No, hey, nobody show them look at dirty nasty tongue people. No call them name around that, say, you know. Them look at dirty nasty tongue piece of shit there. No call them names around here, sir. Call Rosalie. No call them germs around here, sir. That are germs. Me no know how to watch out some piece of garbage, you know. Them that germs, man. We no pass that big mama doing, but them that no one even look at them that garbage. Me no know how to repeat them there. You understand? Them that garbage, man. When you see that the dirty tongue there, you know I use scrape shit, you know it's a garbage. Eh? You know, put up them thing the pan yourself, Rosalie. Them that I bet you just put up say a big pile of shit. And yeah, but no put up no number figure or nothing. Them that germs, man. Yeah, please and tax. See, nothing me not say, you know. Yeah, man. Them that germs, man. So you know, them I wanna make on the eye see some garbage when I have no sense with us leak out some nastiness all that. And if you stop looking at them, that just big dirty thinking, mama now. Imagine I'm straight about that there. Because it gets a radio license, it's not a radio. The same way you look on that big dirty piece of shit. Then I will pick up from big dirty thinking, mama said even big mama. Big mama are the garbage. Yeah? Yes. See? But them the germs that we don't want, yeah man, don't put no number on them thing the Rosalie. Them the germs. We don't have no time to look on germs. Transparent but them dirty, yeah? Alright. Yeah man. So this are the lies of Tuftong and the spin again. These are the lies and the spin. See? Where it can come out at about short list. And by the following week, when you're in a diet situation, you couldn't get, when the Cuban them did without Marco Rubio, you couldn't go out and get nobody. I know you're talking about you're a short list. You get 140. Yeah? And you're a short list. You're a short list. Right? You are a short list. 70. And the following week you start interview. So it's like you in the driver's seat. Although Jamaica dying for nurses and dying for doctors. That don't make no sense to me. Eh? Continue. I tell man. Him just give something for all on. This now work. People have to get up this time. You have to get up. You can't sit down. You can't take this. Continue.
Engagement of those persons. So these include some nurses who are working in the UK, Canada, US.
Working.
Involves persons as far as Ghana, where they have an excess supply of healthcare workers. And so we believe that
So you said the diaspora, I know you're talking about now. I'm far as Ghana where they have supply of healthcare worker. You just said it in the diaspora. So you reach a Ghana now. Me tell you, you have to listen when I'm saying and just mix up everything in a one. Yeah? Continue. Live.
For persons to look to Jamaica, particular diaspora members, has been successful to a point that we've gotten some numbers with interest and good credentials, and we're going to be pursuing that.
So, if you don't look through them yet, and you're shortlisted, so you just get 140, and you have a good credential. This is lie. This is how we do all the while. But Jamaican people like them get numb to this. And them mash up the place. I must have them destroy the place. Them destroy the place. And when Andrew tell us that the place good, our place is good and you take money from the same everything of a man the time, you know. You live in the NHT. Where's the ring fence? Or something too good and then you live on the NHT, sir. And say you take it for bill up. But yesterday have some people put up your own country good. It'll be hard said for just follow the sky. Eh? Yeah. But from you are used with pound and the dollar the value no good. And people with a bag of experience I call you from Britain to come to Jamaica. And me could I tell you any nurse can you offer them house, land and care and everything. Every nurse in Jamaica deserve that. Because when them one day over there work them down there broke them neck. And if you give them there and you could have wooed them, because you have to give them one bag of things. Millions. Every other nurse have 1 million to a doctor. Country can ever pay it. Because you see, you not pay them. Matter of fact, upon your watch, you make them leave in the first place. So it's around go show the people them say, well, we have to left. So more with the left than what you are getting up. And then you start pay the right money. Fucking idiot. Eh? Continue. Hear this.
In earnest, and we believe that will fill some of the gap within the medium term. Medium term meaning within the next 3 months or so.
Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tuftong. Dr. Tuftong says other measures are being taken to bolster the shortage of doctors and nurses as the Cubans seek to depart. A beneficiary of the Cuban Eye Care Initiative has expressed disappointment over the government's decision to discontinue the program. Erica Knight says she had been struggling with an eye condition for more than 10 years before receiving treatment through the program, which ultimately resolved the issue.
Like going to the optician, because optician give you glasses, ophthalmologist test the eye and they say they're not seeing nothing, and they're not giving me any eye drops. And I went there. My brother did a surgery because he was practically blind, and they fixed his eye. When I called, I heard about this ophthalmologist. It's 8,000 for the visit, and if he puts something in your eyes, it's another 5,000. That's 13,000. Each time I go for a prescription, it's like 6,005 plus 19,500, and that doesn't include the glasses when you need to get it. So that's a lot. And I saw a lot of persons up there. I think these people benefit a lot, and I think, as Mr. Dahl says, it's gonna be a big dent in the system.
Meanwhile, President of the Medical Association of Jamaica, Professor Marvin Reed, says the sudden removal of the program could place further strain on the country's already burdened healthcare system.
Because of the sudden abruptness of the withdrawal of the service, there is going to be some fallout, some negative fallout. And what we're hoping is that the negative fallout is not too bad. That's essentially what we can do. And so, as I said, what we're trying to assess and
all right, so you're the president, and stop talking about you open and talk straight. So we have a big shortage. You're gonna play a tough time, I say it. You can't say you hope the nigga it's not so bad. It make matters worse. We're at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to nurses and doctors. The people them must suffer. This is a goddamn sin. You have mercy upon the soul.
Just get some sense of how big or how that negative fallout is going to be.
President of the Medical Association of Jamaica, Professor Marvin Reed. The government announced last week that the program will officially end on March 20, after both administrations failed to reach an agreement on revised terms and conditions. Since the announcement, there have been growing calls from members of the public as well as the opposition for the government to explain its decision to end Jamaica's long-standing medical cooperation program with Cuba.
All right, so as I tell you before, people, critical thinkers, so the embargo and this is the way Cuban, them there in a 56 country. So if them now, when you export doctor to this country and then you're paying a US, this is the way US just say, oh, this is how them can buy them thing and float because them can make currency from the program. Okay, make a boy all night. Then you come tell them lie. Make them people believe in it. Remember, some when I believe in I want to use CIA mash up a place, Me are one of them when I believe in I want to call that wrong. Me not say when I say, I mean no say this a bullshit. We have sense. You see, una patriotic jump up and follow what Ruby say. Ruby not have no. Him not have no heart for our people, really. Your third world. Him not have no heart. If Cuban doctor there in a Canada, wish you find Cuban doctor in a Canada work. But them want to look for no country. If Cuban doctor out of place, if them get few, because Cuban doctor used to in America. When you can go look it up. Not long ago. Them work, although them have an embargo. You see? So if Cuban doctor they in them first world country, them not get no talk, you can't give them talk. But your third world country now, so you come on and you business about people life. You just say, I want to shake them up, I want to stop them from making the US itself. I just that's the truth. And that them are doing, You're there in a 56 country. Remember that never bring up in a UN and not know how much years. But you see, I saw them make more than like 11 billion US. Because you have to use the US to buy your oil, to buy your this and that. So you want to plug that and say, yeah, I want sanction. That's all about. Because if you say, you know what, hurt the people them, look at now. The best way to help the people them, if the people them under barbaric term, as what you say, and them get out professional like that, you yourself that take, you know want them go back to Cuba and them have professional trade, you don't want to take them in your country. Or you tell the country them say, all right, make you try keep them and give them some status and don't send them back. But you want them send them back and then you put in bag and suffer. And like, it's like you put them in a camp. Doctors and nurses are being good for people and get rid of them. That's bad. Them figure suffer too. Figure please your own self. This is evil. And hey, when forget voted out. When have to get voted out and people forget impeached. Yes. Critical thinker knows that them do. They're in a 56 country. Google it to see it. The money because we have an embargo. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Unless you don't go to school, unless you're not critical thinker, you'll say I idiot. It now go work if me can get the US in. If you do what I do. Make me want to stop and plug the how they make money. Squeeze them. So it squeeze them now, them not have nothing. Them can't buy nothing with for them money where them I use. So we squeeze them. And if you ask, yes, them paying the money. If anybody said them under inhumane treatment, yeah, when you get inhumane treatment when you work, you have to work at a place and I treat you inhumanely. That means when them I tell you, Andrew, I treat the nurse them and doctor them bad. We don't see no proof of that in Jamaica. So you know it's a lie. You can't say inhumane treatment or them will a passport, that's an inhumane treatment. That is bullshit. A matter of fact, if you then in a country for 5 years, or your government touch you, so you'd have free up. You know want to go back then because if you're under some bandage according to them, but you couldn't under bandage when so much people send doctor go send people go train there and turn doctors. And them are going to scholarship. It's just bullshit. And that's the truth. Yeah. You understand? See? So what them attack no make no sense. If the doctor them in Jamaica work, or the Cuban government treat you badly. Oh, a Jamaica, anywhere you there work, it's like you send some worker. All right, you see when I'm talking about human trafficking, and you send like some man take some people and carry them in one of them country. And when you look, them over in the country, them have them a do go work, them then lock them up in a room, you don't get no money. Them do all kind of things. That are inhumane treatment. That happened to Jamaica in Jamaica with the doctor and the nurses them. So all them are getting inhumane treatment. No fucking shit. What am I talking is bullshit. If people after you tell about honey and what you get, remember you know, me there so I cannot do an extra job. But the money that I go up on my pay, me I get money directly. Because me I work at 70 hours when I just work my normal shift. And them I pay my normal shift and me I work at extra job. I'm going to private. Because you can't stop me from going to work with me on island. Or something as a doctor or nurse. You see? So the people them never have no pressure. I just will be a one making pressure and talk bullshit. But we used to say economical warfare. Them do it to Jamaica. I'm born in Jamaica. Me see what them do. Them tell lie. Them use the cleaner. Them do, and the same thing them do. Them do it just to count the world. Them do it. So you have to speak truth to power. Come on now. Eh? And then you have some other people. And the same thing them do with Manly, you know. When them come and them tell like them bite out and them burn on evening tide. Them shoot bad Marley because of music. My God, man. Eh? Come on now. Eh? Them want to use this to squeeze the economy, make it scream. So if you are export doctor and it bring in revenue, that kind of money there in your country, you say, okay, this is how them make the money because we cut off everything off of them. Okay, me could just draw a card and say, well, what you just cut off? Well, blah, 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 blah. You just go in a power, you know. And you come up with your fuckery. And then when you look, Andrew, I tell the people I want to feed them with the fucking lie. And remember, you know, if you get inhumane treatment, you have to a place and get inhumane treatment. It's like somebody, it's like you have you remember enough of our family member get inhumane treatment from other family members, right? So it's like you have a daughter, son, or something, and you send go a family member. And when you hear them and say, boy, me no want to go back because the treatment not right. I know you are treat them so you want to treat, you don't treat your child so. But when them they're over there, so now them are getting inhumane treatment. That's what that mean. So when that Rubio comes to inhumane treatment, the doctors and the nurse them, that mean you and the government are treat them inhumanely. Fucking I said. Because them in a them country. So when them go back, if them are getting inhumane treatment, and you say you're world power, do you don't want to protect them? You don't want them just go back. Send them back. That means I tell again. Because you want to send them to inhumane treatment. And them not there. Them there in our country. And them there in another country. You don't want to help them not to go back. But you want to do is cut off the money link. That one I do. When you speak to power, be a fuck with them, tell me, yeah? Yes. For you get inhumane treatment, them send you, because enough people when I grow up, when you go among some family member will treat you nasty. And you have to go over and tell your father and say, yo, your mother, me don't want to go back there, so, you know, because me not get good treatment. Them people they get them kind of food, me get out a dark plate. Or them and go, and me have to clean up the whole place and not go on and this how them and go, me don't want to go back. That's a call inhumane treatment. You leave from your country and you go there and the government of Jamaica treat them bad. So how not treat them bad? So how not spin it and I say inhumane treatment and when them they home nobody not complain about that. We not use all the word wrong and I spread it and I chat one bag of fucking shit. We know what is inhumane treatment. And we know what is trafficking. Trafficking them there your country, you are traffic them. You are work them and not pay them, you are traffic them. For them are do something, they are patriotic and do it for them country, because them have family members to feed back home. And it go in the US and them even get back paying a peso. Because they need the US for them country. Them are all up for them country. Them now build. Then you could abandon our country and make somebody else where you know history. And you look at history they release. And you make them want to destroy your country. And everybody stays to them patriotic. This is bullshit. If when Rubio attack, something goes on, no doctor and nurses over the years, them want to out there, go back home every 5 years and things and rotate and them go somewhere else. Do what as I send them out, them run away. And people that want them because them are professionals. I don't go want them, people that keep them. And them don't want to go back. Remember them not to go back, you know. Because I remember tell about just about the passport. So if you in a country and the Cuban them with a passport, now the government for that country, it give you papers. So you don't need a Cuban passport again. You cut ties. Simple. One attack is bullshit again. It don't even make no sense. All we are going, the doctors, the brigade, they make money for the country. They make the hard back. And they want to squeeze that. It's the right front of your eye. You don't have to guess. I know what them are telling me. This is bullshit. Yeah. You understand? Me know them work Cuba, but other people born there too. Other people, family come from there. See? We know unique way. See? So me I tell you, what them I put out no make no sense. See? It don't make no sense. Me tell you, this is what Tuftong say. I remember this is the other day before. You must send me them one. Hear this. Hear this.
The country is in dire need of specialist nurses. Currently, the public health sector needs close to 2,500 specialized nurses.
That alone, robot your ass. Who said this? People, this is just a drop in the bucket when they run up and down with. But if you shot at 2,500 specialist nurses, this a few weeks ago, I said this. 2,500, we don't have none. Don't tell me about no 70. Me a play where you say we are only by your words. You're garbage. Tuftong. This should tell you, say, him sit on the 10 years I get paid for nothing at all. Yeah? 2,500. This bad. Listen again. Play it again, Lonesome. Listen.
Christopher Tuftong says the country is in dire need of specialist nurses. Currently, the public health sector needs close to 2,500 specialized nurses to effectively treat patients. Now, as at December 2024, it had 1,108. The take-up for some categories of specialist nurses range from anywhere between 2 and a little over 55%. Now, some categories have no nurses at all. During Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing, Dr. Tuftong says it's a struggle to hire and even retain critical health workers due to competing markets.
Assess the reason for migration. To some extent, it's influenced by security of tenure. We had too many contracts. People think about retirement and what the benefits will be after they retire. Previous to compensation review, probably half of them were on contracts.
So here, him then contract up the people then. And him I said review, him it come out a fee out 2,500. And I like him I get 1,000. Him a minute, him help run them away. Him for blame for the amount of people are dead. Him and Archer, because Archer collect body. And the government, and the box stop with Jonas. Him I tell you how much nurses short, specialists. We're not talking about the doctor yet. If you have a shortage of 2,500, you don't have nothing yet. You don't have nothing. The system gone. Yeah, not my. No, when you subtract out now the little one them what we have now we just get from Cuba. We never enough already. You understand how broke the system is now? It's robot, gone dirt. You're short of 2,500. We say the nurse them just come out and tell us say one nurse to 50 patients. 50. Or one nurse, or if you run a shift and look for 50 patients. Impossible. You can't go on a patient and just look for him for 5 minutes. If you go look on a patient and take care of a patient and do one, or you look for 50. If you take, because sometimes one patient can take you half an hour. Patient then need that to attend to, you know, you have to take vital, you do this. Patient might have need you up, if you go change a patient, if you go do need some emergency something. See? And if you look about 50, how it work? How that work? Continue. See that come out and out, yeah?
So no entitlements after. The other is compensation. And the third is normally housing.
In January, the ministry hosted a job fair to fill over 600 vacancies, some of which included the critical care nurses. However, TVJ News understands that the prospects were either not qualified or not interested. Now we put the issue to the health minister.
The system hired about 60 persons. Apparently, there was a lot of duplication. One person, 100 person applying for one job, one particular post. What I am not surprised because what it's reflective of. So it may not move the needle.
Him lie. Him just say 60 now, one post. But if you want nurses, you couldn't just have one post when you have so much hospital. Because every hospital must want a post there. And nurses we are talking about. Right? And you say 100 person apply for that one post. Him that say 6 first and then change that say 100 because him don't get nobody. Him say them do job fair this at January. How much will them get 60? You want 2,500. Jamaica in a real trouble. Jamaica in a real trouble. And this make it worse. So make we finish here where I say. So it come from female, you know why you're nothing else. So film job as a minister. Him should have worked very hard for full that 2,500. We're supposed to then even 3/4 of that by this. Instead of we subtract. Yeah, subtract. Yes. And the bottom line is a people life. So this is why the hospital them stay so. This you use and don't make them people that go around you. It come from fee mouth. He might tell you how much it charter, and then the next month him come and say something else. You use this. But people them go, hey, God go we do know. Stop play politics. That make them guy are the first. Never seen that. You know, say me see them have them raise a little money around 93, somewhere around there, so in a partisan time. One little money go up on gas, and them same one come out and say riot. And we have wire it have to roll back. But if you have good cars, it roll back. Because the opposition will say, yes, boom, boom, riot. Remember, police are roll with all them gun in their man. Down away, Agley Park, or what there, down Agley Park. Like him a road for a bus shot. Place black up. Now this is your life. That was gas, this is your life. I want to sit down and make them people go around on too much now. I want to put that in. 2,500, not just nurses, special nurse. Yeah, one nurse to 50 patients. And on me says so the nurse said me play. Yeah, so that is more than crisis. I want to make it worse. Them are bring for them kind of war for stifle a place. And them no respect our people. Because if you did respect the doctor and the nurses, Rubio, you know, and them are go through hell. You know why them leave from Jamaica. You don't want them stay and get Jamaican papers. You don't talk to the government and talk to every country and say, no, make them stay. We now make them go back, we are help them. You say, send them back. Because of the US, you want to stop. You know, that means and you want to crush them too. Like a red eye thing, like I said, get rid of them doctor and nurses, them good for the them we rather drop bomb and people dead. We rather drop bomb and people dead. Yeah. See? You understand? Hear this. Let me play this. I want to play this, you know. Let me take it down and play it. Let me take down this and play it. So when you rather drop bomb and people, then he might chat garbage. Let me show you real leaders. Let me show you a real leader, punk. Yeah? Let me show you a real leader. Take it down. See? So I tell you everything what you want to know. Him keep the fear. And the fear monger get what 60 people them higher. Yeah, keep all 1,000, 2,500 nurses. You know, get it. I remember, you know, you can't just go train and then you come out and then, you know, me not make you come around and put my vein. No. You just go learn some theory. I'm barely no practical. So you still learn for me. But like when them dead and them know them job you know, and if you come take a nigga and put them a vein, me not work so. See? If me sick. Not working like that. Let me show you real leaders. Let me show you real leader. And then Big Mama them run out and I tell about, yeah, let me show you real leader. Look here. Let me show you real leader, yeah? Yeah. So big dirty thinking mama when I mean nobody. Only for all Big Mama accountable too. Yeah. Yes. Jamrock. Them can't say anything when you see life and them get rid of life. These people are the wickedest. They are the most evil. Andrew no do not know. Andrew are the PR. Andrew, if you run a government, and this is the first government, lift by Michael Man, the NHT where him set up there. And I say him draw the money because he want to set that him now to do it again for 10 years. And put 5 more, 15 years. 11.8 billion. So if you don't run a country and you run it good and then live for Mama P thing what she put in March 2014. The fiscal discipline, fiscal measure. And the we are because discipline. PMP fact checking with these things. Them have to. See? So yeah, I want to show him real leader.
In terms of December to January, as you have been asking. I'm not surprised because it's reflective of the shortage of the scarce areas in the society.
Yeah, it's scarce. It's not a PR government, Michael. And this bad. And now we are come out full force now because we have to point out this to them. Let me show you a real leader. And then I play something else with. And so every day him come out with some other bullshit. The whole of this a PR. The whole of it a PR. Andrew is a PR guy. He's a soundbite guy. Yeah? And when them I say them are done, sir, and them are repeater. So when big dirty thinking, mama, when I have no brain cell, run out and dirty thinking Draws Davis. And oh, Draws Davis style him as style big mama now, you know, me and King Will, you know, yeah, you know, say them are item. Can you not style the boss like that? You don't say mistress this you know, mistress mama. No, I'm just call big mama by the first name. So you know, say them are item, you know. You know them are item. Yes. You understand? Them are item. You understand? Yes, them are item. Whether them are wheat and make flour together, you know? Yes, but them are item. Make us show you something. Look on this. Look on leader. Look on real leader, yes, sir. I'll show you a real leader than some little, you know, fake and lie. Than liar than all kind of little things that try to treat the people. They're going to go away. Yeah? Go away. Let me play a real leader. Listen this.
This matter with the Cubans and the nurses should tell us everything that we need to know. Barbados does not currently have Cuban medical staff or Cuban nurses, but I will be the first to go to the line and to tell you that we could not get through the pandemic without the Cuban nurses and the Cuban doctors.
These are the things that I shouldn't fear with a French. I really want shit. You see, when people come to your ear when the world shut down and no business. Remember, Andrew spread this. Me I hear them about big Andrew and show me your clocks. I never have nothing. Now when them done, them just send the police on them. Them don't know evil, you know. Them call evil good. See? You hear what she say? Them couldn't get you without this. See? Them couldn't get you without it. Continue.
I will also be the first to tell you that we paid them the same thing that we pay Bajans.
Yeah.
And that the notion, as was peddled not just by this government in the US, but the previous government, that we were involved in human trafficking by engaging with the Cuban nurses was fully repudiated and rejected by us.
Thank you. Because when he might say human fucking trafficking, that means you are treat them inhumanely. See? Enough I wanna have the kind of alright. So enough I wanna know about bad treatment. So you will go, whether your father people or your mother people, them and you send them to maybe your auntie, and then your auntie not treat you good and you know want to go back to your yard and them treat you bad and them fucked up. You understand? And you say, when you go back home, you tell your father, you tell your mother, say, don't send me back there, sir, no. Yeah, me not go back there, or them treat me no right. Them not treat me, them treat me like an outcast, bad treatment. Me I ask the government of Jamaica, anybody see this? Because the Cubans and the people, them should love them. You know who treat you bad, but one. Now, the Cuban, them never complain, say them get bad treatment, them they want to go home. But they still Rubio say them do human trafficking. Human trafficking, and when you have some people take out people out of the country, carry them go dance, go lock them up, take with them thing and lock them in a place. You can't go out unless them tell you, and then make them sleep with too much man and all kind of things. Human trafficking, that means the Cuban, they are Jamaica, you know, in a sovereign nation, you know. I say, go to work, and then them pick you up back from work and go lock you off in a safe house and take away your things and all kind of things. That not happen. The people, them free for the way they do. Them out for like 5 years. So there is no human trafficking there. And all the people them do earn money for them fucking country. If me want, how much are we? We send back $4 billion from in the diaspora go to Jamaica. What am I say human trafficking to? Fuck that. If I never we out in the pandemic, Jamaica sink. Only have no sense. Eh? So we out here. And no for we, hey, no four season. So when you send your money, the other day them have them voila. The other day when them have the storm down there, look how much thing we send down there. And then we never run out and make a bag of nice. Tons of things. Our human trafficking. Eh? No, what 4 billion them get. And them have to come out and say, thank God for you. Every day, see people burn up them account. Every day, them beg money. Eh? So doctor, them make them money go back home. We not send back home money. No for we send money, build house, build this, build that. Are human trafficking to Rubio? What are you talking about? So they make 4 billion US free money. Free. Yeah? But remember, I work for money, you know. Eh? Are human trafficking that too? So doctor them, but patriotic I send back, them get the hard cash that them can't buy anything. Them want cut off that. I don't, it's all that's all about. Yeah? See? That's it all about. That's what it's all about. That's not human trafficking. Eh? Because if you say the people them are treat bad Michael, and you say them in Jamaica, then you don't go down there and say, listen, you don't want to have a meeting with them. And say, listen, we are gonna take care of them now. We're not gonna make them hurt in the year. You're gonna send them back to the Lions then. If lion bite them, send one, want to tell everybody, send them one back. And then you stay for them and get rid of so much brilliant doctors and nurses. You want to starve them to death. That is inhumane. That is not what that is. Remember the whole we have equal everything on the earth, you know. And that's what we believe. Yes, and that's what we know. It shouldn't be a man build up bam and thing and can use it over my head and can might be right. You're free to come out and talk. And you have to talk, you have to speak truth to power. This is bullshit, what I do. Yeah. You understand? You not creep on your knees. I don't believe for creep. Me not creep. Me not stupid. Me not follow some man, you know. And so me keep you for me not follow some man. Listen. Me not come here so come talk. When me talk, you say when me mean you so. Nobody can find for a man and say him creep on him knee. Never. And you couldn't even bring it to me because you had this me. And some guy will creep up and down all over the place now. And I use blue pill. Some of them in a government right now pay blue pill. Like pump vault and the one of them and yeah, the one of them be a blue pill and creep on them knee. Because you know, yes. And learn more down the place. That is not this man. This man live like the old fashioned way. See? Yes. So we know about. I will speak truth to power. I always will speak truth to power. What am I talking about is bullshit. So you see through everything, Obama, everybody no care who 50 years. And you never hear a card pull like this. This is like when them pull the card for Manley. And a man there go look on Chile. You nationalize your thing like you nationalize your backside and say no, we own it. And all of a sudden you're a demon. And then your own people them stick you out as demon. That's why I'm telling you put no number. Who put a number about 1 this and that. Remember me now can no emergency, no put no look dirty mouth, nasty piece of shit up here. Them they are germs. When me a knock it, me no want them, me no see them they are garbage. You could have looked on them, they call it, them they are acid man. Eh? Them the someone score with wire brush. When you see that that's not something for your wash. You know, see them they are germs, man. You keep on looking through that to catch germs to all your thing, man. Them they're garbage heap. So we really there.
No, I don't believe that we have to shout across the seas. But I am prepared, like others in this region, that if we cannot reach a sensible agreement on this matter, then if the cost of it is the loss of my visa to the US, then so be it. But what matters to us is principles. And I have said over and over that principles only mean something when it is inconvenient to stand by it.
All right.
No, we don't have to shout, but we can be resolute. And I therefore look forward to standing with my CARICOM brothers. I wish I could say brothers and sisters, but brothers.
Yeah. So to tell you, No, yeah, big nasty mama. You know, a visa. And then number one, and then you have somebody can ask the germs that pick it up too. Your visa, then who care for your visa? I saw only love US. You could make something hold you back. So you have that now and them can say, come out of this. Me no love US like that. No, sir. Me never even go over there, me not even, you understand? The last time I went, me go over there around 2017. Me not go over there like, me no love US like that. No, me love number wilderness, me good. Me live number wilderness, top country. Say me good. So some people I want to pan down and make a lice around them. That's bullshit. Not even for do right now. Because sometimes some wild thing happen and the police them no right sometime and them think that so means not a man where, you know, I'm tell people, you know, I mean I have enough people over there. I have no family member next door, but me no really, I know my cup of tea. Yes. See? Yes. Remember me have kid born in the US too, you know. I in Canada. But me still know I know my cup of tea. Good. You see? Yes. You understand? And that's the truth. That just me. See? Enough people in the US. My cup of tea, that. Yes. You know, some people about them, they kept me out. Come on now. Eh? So them use it against you. But Pumba visa. That crap can't fly. So when Big Mama run out to talk about, can you imagine them start take for your visa? And you know, the world big. Let's stop the foolishness. Stop it. Yeah, and when you come up blatantly and talk these things, people use it against you too, you know. So, oh, that them worship, you know. See them run me. Me not there in a place and nobody run me. Because me not, oh, you run me and me not come there in the first place. Me not like what people here, you know. Me stay mine. In a real life, me not like what people here. Yes. So, I you see me like, you understand? You know, people that say the term, family, you know, let me tell you this. You know much generation me have just close. I mean, I'm going to be hard. I'm a tough fact. And seriously, my mother's sister live below me, you know, in a van. My brother from me yard, from around 2017. Too much yap, me know, in the chat, you know. I mean, I got them yard. My mother, my father, them son, no live far. Me never want to know where he live. And them no live far from me. I have a lot of niece and nephew here and, and grandniece and nephew and everything. See, and cousin and everybody. I have my mother and father picnic the boy too. Yeah, long time, live a long time. My mother's sister live here now. You have enough people here. Enough. And then you see me at them yard. Me I tell you see, so I'm missing enough. And you wanna know. You just see me and my family, you don't know it. Same caste, except same thing. In a UK, same thing. Me have siblings up there too. Niece and nephew, grandniece and grandnephew, and me have them. Cousin this, that, me have the auntie over next door. As a nurse, she retired. Me have much people over there. So me have a cousin of American Airlines. Well, I'm too no. Me just like, so me is a man, me own, you know. You see? All right, can't want to don't know this. You see? So we not fussing, me just like in my wilderness, me good. See? All right. Yes. So that's a me. And arms house, we ball out arms house. And when I make nothing bother me, not like me miss something like me. That's me I go there somewhere, me have nice, beautiful scene and everything, same way. Me not fussy. Yes. But if you speak truth to power, this is about embargo. It happened to the country already. In a Jamaica, and when them tell the lie, and you make one man come down, and then you have people pedal and push that lie. But you know what? The bottom line is, the man them are destroy the health system, wipe out under this government, wipe out. Cuban them are try to get a little balance. Them alone could balance everything. Because you say it well short. But we see them come out and tell lie. We couldn't come to agreement. Remember, you know, there is no way when agreement done. or before it done, when it done, them that leave. So you couldn't have agreement from 2023 and then we couldn't come. And Marco will be a come with them foolishness. Because them do for them one little, you know, for them one little things. In Venezuela, you have a few around there. So, see? They want to stop the money they will go in. But that is not no trafficking. These people are not the people who are complaining. And if you in the world and you're a world leader and me are complaining, you want to put me back to death. If when people run out of Vietnam, North Korea, Vietnam, Canada, you can move on now. But when people run out of Korea, North Korea, and then one go to the south, what them do? Them hold them and put them back. Them are sure that. Come on, fire for them and when them escape. So if you talk about regime in a Cuba and the doctor them get to come out, why Cuba if it's a regime, them that's not so much 20,000 that out. And none of them are saying nothing. One man come and say something and they will not pick it up on it and not tell me shit. And we say them are make over 11 billion US. We send over 4 billion free money go to Jamaica too. Jamaica make free money. Without no money, we could have buy the junk. You think PSOJ could have used Jamaica and buy nothing? We don't run out of dollars. You see? So we need to spend a lot of money there. We understand the whole dynamics. Stop telling lies to the people. They will hurt me. Oh, this and destroy our people. And then LT. Remember, play this. Play this.
Here in Jamaica, and we really love and want to miss you all. Thank you. Love them. You're welcome. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
When you people leave this country, we're going to miss you a lot, and then the government will make their decision. They're going to regret because there's going to be a lot of people in Jamaica who are going to be totally blind. They can't afford the cost. So you people you are so excellent.
I have to play him again. No, this is just let me tell you again. You can't go eye doctor Jamaica. I thought this from yesterday. No, I'm glad to play this. Because some people, them, you might have said them all, but them are critical thinker. So I have to play him and make him see himself. See him say the thing what we have here. Right? If before fish, a lot of people that blind up and down all over the place. Now you see people get a chance. Because some little cataract could have moved with that them now move it like that. I thought cause you have a bag of money. Sometimes they may blind you. Them people are specialists on these things. Right? You hear when they say they cover 100%. Me say from yesterday, we forgot to start by a lot of cane, maybe a couple trailer load of cane and send go give them. When you shut on the eye and start practice now, you know. Because you're not blind. Remember, under the government thing, them don't really care for you know. Them care for vote. And you see, because them can buy vote, them not for earn it, them not for work and prove nothing and then tell lie. So, you know, because them say one of the dunces, you know, in the Caribbean right now. So, not even 80. Because 80 not so dunce. 80 resists the criminal government. That's why you find barbecue them. That's why, you know, they resist it. And the criminal armed forces and all kind of things, them resist it. Them not take, that's why you see them, I notice them, the armed forces can't take it back. And not even the armed forces, because them have to dismantle the army itself from in the 90s, because there was a set of judges and criminals straight. Like how you have CTAC judges and enough judges and CTAC and in the Iraq, the police and yes, real judges, cocaine smugglers. See? And within the government, you have enough of them are judges. And within PSOJ, and them are carrying the cocaine, you know. You say, enough of the boy them from in PSOJ. Make them come out, come squeal. Them know. Some of them take it. Them know it's white. See? Yes. So this I make enough people blind. Them in a 80 more smarter than them in a Jamaica. That's why you get something like that. And them call them what? Gang? No. They are freedom fighters. You say everything them can't tell me something on me for that, you know. We know freedom fighter from gang, man. If a gang them that just look money and a fight and them want to control a big place and people go to school and work and then get food and feed the people them are who in the area with them country, them around them own, them are self-governed. That is not gang member. You understand? That's not about gang. Them not just the police, them not just the criminal government in Haiti. And nothing that done for them in a drug same way over there. Because them get interdicted same way. Yes. You understand? Continue play.
There's going to be a lot of people in Jamaica who are going to be totally blind. They can't afford the cost. So your people you are so excellent. Your integrity is real.
So tell me now, Rubio, which part of this? So the people them talk to them and them free to go at them work and everything. Which part of this are human trafficking? Because human trafficking you are forced, them forcing a labor. That means you say the country will host them and do human trafficking. The country never do human trafficking. And nobody will check that. Me I will check it. Because it's bullshit. Well, me and Motley tell you, should we check that too over there? Yeah? And just Tuftong because enough of them to go up, you know. Them have them panelists. Yeah, them the panelists. So through them now and go away. Panelists there. Them bow. Yeah, man, them bow. Yeah. No, we send thing, look much thing go down. And look at Andrew them take it. Let me show you hey, the worst thing me can see. Me see the information minister run out, Dora run out. And Dora, I could know say them give over 5 billion payout already. Operation Restore with the market, the 5 billion. And it shocking when me attack yesterday. For you know, say people still in at school shelters. Andrew going to send one of them Caribbean island and I say, you know, them have search for school kids now. And like 1,000 of them and it 1 hour to him. Or if you search for school kids, well, still living at the school. When I have no where to live. That's number 1. Number 2, or if you still have people in the shelter and you give a 5 billion, you give out 5 billion out of the money already. Them should have been on the first priority list. That means them not have nowhere at all to return to. Everything wipe out. Oh, them not get help yet. That alone puzzling to me. Oh, them depend on the back burner of the list that them still in there. Nobody cares to them. From October, them still live in a shelter. And when they say we not do good. Me need to chat to the one sniffy, you know. Because this is bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, then hold on. JM. Just remember, you know, you see where you see leak out, them gather information from them. Them gather information on them. Yeah? Who you see on that? And they tell you what them doing, them all tell you what happened. Yeah? Yeah. Well, we don't know. They might not have that because them, you see, Andrew catch him afraid when them see them go from my door right now. You see? He catch him afraid. That's why them have, you know, election have a thief. Because when you lose election like that now, it easier for you, them say to own a government, we need that, and they get extradited. So by any will like Deadman Mackenzie, they say them have to do in fact by any will necessary and them do that. Yeah. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, man. See? Them do it. So them dangerous. That's dangerous. You understand? It's dangerous, man. The citizens of the country, remember, you know, when people get you up and put you there and you swear to serve the people of the country. You know, think them on that bus and then you leave them for rat. If you yourself said short of 2,500 special nurses, then we know so we not have no health care already. So when you send them back and you talk about short food, if you couldn't full that, because when you should have worked for full in 2,500, that's your key target, you know. Your ministry Instead of you take with 85 million and market me for your little belly button, that is bullshit. You shouldn't even debate the story on nothing. But Andrew keep the whole on no hand because the PSOJ were shit. Yeah? Them help destroy the country. Yeah? You notice how them quiet? Them are gonna feel it too. Because this are crumbling under one foot. Yeah? Me a tell you no, hey, una go and die to say, una go weep. Remember me telling you this. You understand? Don't make them do no more PR. We don't know. Hear this. Hear this. If the people of Jamaica love the nurse and doctors them. Because the truth is, you know me speak truth to power. The nurse and doctor them, majority of them in the public. Our bar nurse and doctor them in Jamaica. Jamaicans. Them not angle patient good, they want them in the public hospital and clinics. Them angle them like dog. Me never know say people them never serve. Nobody said that about a Cuban doctor and nurse. Them love them. Them angle patient with care. Nurse around here and this year, you know. The Jamaican one them. Them do it all the time. But we are say even for money, you don't get frustrated by your patient, them and take it out on them because them feel it. And not them alone. The police, them angle the people them same way. You serve and protect and reassure. You go in a man place, you go in a woman draw, go in a panty, but you're doing a woman panty draw. You as man. All them things, you know, when you go in a woman, I will see it on video. Go in a panty draw, fling out her things, them you fling your hand, your big dirty thinking and pan underwear. That alone is assault, you know. Because your hand have so much germs and where you touch and put on. The one of them there for a wash or something. And not even woman come in there, you have a search. This is how them deal with people. Them just out of order and stink. You understand? So when the Cuban them come, them and go people with, you know, with dignity. That's for sure. So them come off a good table. And our Rubia talk bullshit. See? If you speak truth to power, let me hear this.
On behalf of all of us here in Jamaica, we want to thank you for your service. You've done so much for us, and we wish we could find a way to say thanks without just saying bye-bye. But we love you, and we're hoping that this arrangement will change and benefit us again. So we thank you very much.
It's simple. If you they get up and say to the government, we are move you now. Them now leave. Then them never have to leave. You never put on yourself first. You can't get a brainwash government, a brainwash, and then everybody when Andrew talk, and you know, say, man, the liest thing in the world. Nothing not change. Andrew, the liest thing will ever walk the face of the earth. Yeah, from day one, from creation till now, and ever will be. In the second place are the minions, them, Big Mama and the whole of them are in a second row and them thing there. Andrew, the liest thing will ever walk the face of this earth. Then you have Tuftong and the whole of them line up in a it and a joke me make. See? You don't draw a card from the people then. Yeah? You don't draw a card. You know, me say, me watch something with Portia similar. And she said, you know, only can make macro and everything, but we have to tell you and she'll tell you the condition of the place and what them have to do, them talk to you as some government to talk to people. Man, they do it, you know. When them draw a card for man, they walk, man, me shake him, man. I said, me shake him, man. No more people. When they never shake man, then when they go around and explain what happened and all kind of things. When they never shake him, man, too. Shake him, man. Shake him, man. Yeah? No two way about that. We shake man there. Yeah. When if you know this, see, we shake Michael man there too. I'm going to listen to him too. Yes. You understand? And him go right on the country and him explain to you what this, what them are do, self-reliance, do this. And there was not one school at long, one. No one training center. With garbage trucks, postman, everything around normal. Although them a fight. Place them a dirty, so boss around pan time. Ask anybody. You live to it. Ask them. Ask them. The time of money still have power. When man they hand over to Siago, yeah, GDP ratio was what? 63%. 63. Yeah, 63. So that manageable. When Andrea said, make we carry it down to 60, and with a 60 odd, and we can't spend our money now, so every dollar, we still have how much cent out of the dollar? We have a 30, we have a this, I said 63 indeed. That means the country manageable. It never bankrupt. Say I go carry it at 262 when him come out 89, him fuck over the country. And you still gonna spend rumors. And it there, you know, it documented. You have all these things. It documented. It documented. Yeah? So I got devalue the dollar rapidly. Let have more than 18,000 people. Hey, the man stop free education completely. And free health. Stop it. See? You go university. So we that train up people and do the same thing and do everything same. Him stop it. Him stop it. You know, education and the key, him stop that. You have to pay back your way out. Him please the big boys, man, please. We can fuck him over. Yes. No, me have them. It's documented. Remember, me not do tabloid, you know. I want thing with me, you know. When you hear me talk, me not add on and take off. And I might be a big man. Me not have no time for that. Me running away, you know. But me I tell you the truth. I just my father spirit that. I mean, I like, you know, yes. When, yeah, the garbage are garbage. But we see garbage, we're going to pint it out. But, you know, me not add on. We not do a big mama thing that is not mine. And my style. Me tell you things where you can go look upon me, I say no because when you first in study. So when me say it no, I won't never see, because I play it all the time anyway. You can go look upon it and you say, okay. You see why you stay so, man, that wilderness. You see the people them get soft. Yeah? When you make Andrew come out and talk so much lie, you know, and tell you and them, you might the best doing what? Not another to the country. The money devalue on them hand. In a 2 term, I have over 13,000, the highest murder rate that for him hand. Then the more I used last year when them cook up a thing. Oh, we this, you can't about the rest of years them. Even if you get 0 now, you're the worst. For that two worst never happened yet in Jamaica. Bruce are the worst 1 term prime minister. Nearly 8,000 people dead for him watch. Yeah? And him cause him encourage her. I want to pay. You see? Him pay. The man pay for man. The man fight for do this, you know. Him fight for do this to stay. The whole party, the whole government fight for do this once money. And then turn one and do I encourage and kill out a lot of youth. You see? Them flip-flop. Fight. But no one ever fight for the doctor, for the hundreds of thousands of people who are go blind and you know have the doctor and nurses that will feel that. You follow what Rubio say. Who is a piece of shit. Because you know depend enough of depend the list. Yeah? Enough of no. Can them talk to him, you know? So remember, so we can't hold on, you know. No for the things they want to do on the phone and them tell you no. No for the things they want to do on the hand. We don't know it's a prison for you know. We come picking up, mashing up. So you want to do what me do. Because them as a puppet, you know. Them can't do it with me and Marty because she not in that. She not corrupted. Them can't do it with Andrew them because there'll be a corruption on him. Be a corruption. Mr. 2 taxi, 3 taxi at 30. Depends on which way you want to see it. 2 taxi, 3 taxi at 30. 2 taxi when them go up and the thing got talk. After him tell the IC 3. Then him father say I lie at 30. Him tell him say at 30 and him have more up on the wall to clear. You are carrying so much taxi about taxi to make money that you. So every taxi man in them time they are till now. And they fear they were either come with 1 or 2 taxi, you're going to turn 30 in a space at a time and have more. Every minute, I would have the amount of taxi we have in a Jamaica, I say, it's unbelievable. Him alone make it out of taxi. Him alone. Lie. Lie. Let me play this with him. With Tuftong again. Can you hear Tuftong swing something else again, you know? Let me play it with him. Tuftong dangerous, you know. Hear this. I'm going to play this with Tuftong again. This is what I'm going to tell you now. Jamaica Cuba eye care program will continue will continue. But with who? With who? Doing what? And no one blind. Let me play this. I can't play it.
Jamaica Cuba Eye Care Program will continue, Dr. Tuftong. By Jamaica Observer Team. Okay, remember A is for asking.
All right, make the ads. Them have a little thing where we just press and play, so make the ads are enough and then make we hear what I say so. It all continue. All the guy do is just really from the long time there, he just release something and that's it. Tuftong need to ask a doctor. Tuftong need to stop this. Tuftong, you need to stop this.
The Jamaica Cuba Eye Care Program will continue, despite the conclusion of the Technical Cooperation Agreement between the Government of Jamaica and the Government of Cuba. The assurance was given by Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tuftong, during a hybrid press briefing on Monday, March 9th. He said that the ministry understands and fully appreciates the benefits of the program, which operates at the St. Joseph's Hospital and is supported by 18 Cuban healthcare workers. We know many Jamaicans have benefited from this, and it has been driven primarily by this agreement involving the Cuban workers. The intention is not to discontinue the program. The intention is to work with the existing team up to the point.
So that makes sense? So work with the existing team. Let me see this.
Jamaica Cuba Eye Care Program will continue, Dr. Tuftong. By Jamaica Observer Team. Okay, remember A
just stop back. So me just run off this. So, it means 18 of them, 18, work with the eye thing that down there, so. Me show you St. Joseph all that black. Yeah? It will continue. 18 of them will make a difference. Them have this special, hey, them don't even train up. Them won't put them listen. If me have my dog, yeah, I don't want them going at it. Especially them now get good pay. Yeah?
The Eye Care Program will continue, despite the conclusion of the Technical Cooperation Agreement between the Government of Jamaica and the Government of Cuba. The assurance was given by Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tuftong, during a hybrid press briefing on Monday, March 9th. He said that the ministry understands and fully appreciates the benefits of the program, which operates at the St. Joseph's Hospital and is supported by 18 Cuban healthcare workers. We know many Jamaicans have benefited from this, and it has been driven primarily by this agreement involving the Cuban workers. The intention is not to discontinue the program. The intention is to work with the existing team up to the point when they may discontinue or continue, depending on where the discussions laid and beyond that, to find alternative ways to continue the work because it is a very critical program. He said, Tuftong advised that the Cuban team will continue procedures until March 20th, with services limited to surgery and post-operative care. What this means is that surgical procedures for patients who are already scheduled and follow-up care for patients who have already undergone eye surgery and retina-related post-operative treatment and monitoring. Those procedures will take place, Tuftong said. He shared that approximately 140 people are scheduled to undergo surgery. The health minister urged patients who have benefited from surgeries to attend their scheduled follow-up.
Yeah, I'm saying, if you attend the scheduled follow-up, you want me to show you around there? It's around there. It's around there. This is yesterday. You might tell them that yesterday. This is yesterday too. Let me show you yesterday. Same place where I'm talking, if you attend it, you schedule follow-up. Meanwhile, I'm talking, you think people never did it? I could look on the follow-up now. Let me look on it right also. Let me look on it here, so because Tuftong say on the attend it, right? Let me look on the patient at the eye clinic. We look at eye clinic, you know. Let me see what my savior has eye clinic. All right. Tuftong, you know, easy, you know. You tell the people them yesterday, because that a press briefing yesterday. But you tell them to follow up, right? That you say, you know. Eye clinic. All right, this is the eye clinic. This is the eye clinic. This is yesterday. Move, right? This himself, them for go to them things. See that? Listen.
I know some of you would have gotten through already or in process. Yeah. Give us some time.
Yes, all right. So him tell the people them for follow up yesterday. Which I'm on there. But the people them they go there. Remember play the next thing to them. Because them then I get through, you know. So you have 140 him say schedule by the time them to leave. 100. You so much people. So what happened to the people them after that? What happened to the people them after that? All right. So let me see this. Let me see this. Hear what the woman I say yes or no. Hear this. This are St. Joseph people. You hear what I'm saying? Him say them for follow up. Them for follow up. You hear what the woman does say? She cannot give them a timetable. Some of them forget them surgery. Some of them forget follow up. Them have them appointment. She said wait till the day out. And she listen again. Let's listen here.
Hopefully by the end of the day, we'll be able to provide. Do not have a seat where you can. Where you can.
She said, hope by the end of the day, she can't tell you something. Instead you go there and you get a proceeding or you go into your surgery, them couldn't give nothing. She said if you just have a seat, and hope by the end of the day, she can't tell you something. People were scheduled for look about them eye. Yeah? Even after the 20th out ago. 18 of them work as so where the human trafficking there? So the people them there do, you know, I save our people and they have people like big dirty thinking mama talk about Cuban and human trafficking. Human trafficking, it have been in the host country, brother. Yeah? That mean them over there, I wanna treat them inhumanely. But me not see that. The Cuban doctor them not complain about that in our country. Me and Mott, they say she checked that nothing like that in a fair country neither. So where's the human trafficking? Eh? How them old passport? So if you don't want to help them, Rubio, don't you just tell the people them, tell the host, all right, here what, keep them acquainted them people, and not make them return. Give them document, give them paper. You tell them to send them one back. Because what you do is cut the money where them and make. The hard box for them country. Because you now want to sanction it more and say, okay, them have the money. Same like how we are sending 4 billion every year or 3.8 billion free money to Jamaica. But remember, money we work, we don't know. Come on now. We can just get up and just talk some foolishness and then you have some people know better than this one out today. Me and Mott will salute you. This is garbage. It's garbage. See that he might tell you to go at your appointment and the nurse run that so them can't give you nothing. Or by the end of the day, just sit down and wait and them try to figure out where to go on. Where to go on, phone. Eh? This is bad. I want to make the man them come out and do a PR. Show your next thing. Show your next thing. I may play you back again, Tuftong. People, oh, let me show you. This around it again yesterday. St. Joseph Hospital. Nothing for the people then. Well, this is the hospital. Yeah? Nothing for them. But Tuftong, I tell you, say, figure up and go there. And you're good. People go there. Them go. But them never good. Let me tell you this. This one for you is a mark Tuftong. Jamaica health system and those both no crisis. It crumble under the man. This is the first time in our history we shot at so much special care nurses plus that different from the doctors then. These are those nurses. Listen again. Not my word. Just listen here. This before we have a crisis with them bill.
Christopher Tuftong says the country is in dire need of specialist nurses. Currently, the public health sector needs close to 2,500 specialized nurses to effectively treat patients. Now, as at December 2024, it had 1,108. The take-up for some categories of specialist nurses range from anywhere between 2 and a little over 55%. Now, some categories have no nurses at all. During Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing, Dr. Tuftong says it's a struggle to hire and even retain critical health workers due to competing markets.
Assess the reason for migration. To some extent, it's influenced by security of tenure. We had too many contracts. People think about retirement and what the benefits will be after they retire. Previous to compensation review, probably half of them were on contracts. So no entitlements after. The other is compensation. And the third is normally housing.
In January, the ministry hosted a job fair to fill over 600 vacancies, some of which included the critical care nurses. However, TVJ News understands that the prospects were either not qualified or not interested. Now we put the issue.
Hear this now? You have job fair. Remember when him? You remember the job fair when him come out with? Well, Bush, when you look, him come out and make a big thing and do PR with it. And you see them where I say what is? The people them not interested. Even not qualified. No, them never interested. So the one them are qualified, not interested. Even not qualified. No, them never interested. Them not gonna waste some money again. Remember, everyone go to job here and I look nurse, you know. That not work, you know. That not work. Him call back them overseas and tell them I'll give them something. But let me just tell you something on earth. I remember, we know a lot of nurses in the system here. I'm very influential, you know, but me just, because them don't know me, you know. They can't tell me nothing, you know, because me in all part of life in a society, me there, you know, me. Remember, me not do tabloid. See? Yes. So make him go on. Remember the man I will is this. Tuftong. See? And when me talk, people listen to me. Yeah, that you don't know. But hear this. If the government of Jamaica allow people, I remember that when people say them for go on. Nurse and them this and that. After them jack up for them money, too much, whatever. People them leave. When you leave, migrate, and you see a better, if you're a nurse, you want a better environment for working. Because you want to deal with patients and you want a better environment. You think after you go on and you do how much job, you have to come out and walk or catch bus. If you go to your yard. Because they have no another pay bus that carry you home. With a night shift, they might have a little thing for moving night shift. You have to take vehicle if you go to your work. And then when you go to your work, in the place, you just leave from your nice good house. You're going in a garbage heap, a big dirty ass stink. No medication, nothing. And then you have some people in a Pampers, remember you have to do your work, you know, but no ventilation. So the whole place, big nasty and stink. It's bad. Your mistake. Well, go on, my brother. boy, I feel club of them people with them nastiness and what them have to do with people. Because when people them I get hurt, you know, brother.
Well, you know, that is the reason why we're not going to make you alone fight the battle.
That's true, man. True, brother.
Your brother is not going to leave you alone in the battle.
That me I say.
You know what?
Yes.
Before we start, let me just pick up all of the persons who are, you know, tuning in.
Yes.
And know, so, well, all right, of course, a lonesome program, right place to be in the morning.
Yes.
So let me say this lonesome and the reality in terms of what is unfolding. What is unfolding is a detriment to Jamaica as it relates to health crisis. And we have to give the people now statistical data to show, you understand, the root of the wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jamaica Labour Party administration going to, you know, a Donald Trump administration.
Yes.
So here are the facts. Let us bring out the facts. Under the Portia Simpson administration, because we like to make the comparison, you know, and contrast.
Yes.
Under the PNP administration, Portia Simpson administration in particular, the health care as it relates to the amount of nurses and doctors that were in to the system operating. You understand? The Portia Simpson administration, they were operating at 70%. 70%. During 2015, right, campaign, right, the Jamaica Labour Party, right, call out the People's National Party as it relates to 30% of nurse shortages. Right, remember that the administration, right, was coming for the back to the fact that Bruce Bolin administration damaged the economy. And much of Portia Simpson's time between 2012 and 2015 was all about fixing the economy.
Yes.
And fiscal discipline that was existed in place. So Portia Simpson, when you look at it, came under tremendous pressure to fix the economy and dealing with the healthcare system at the same time. However, right, the 70% of which Portia Simpson was operating at as it relates to the healthcare, they were critiqued by the Jamaica Labour Party.
True.
Now, when you look on the data and you research the data between now 2016 now and 2026, currently as we stand, that encompass the Jamaica Labour Party administration, particularly Andrew Ernest administration, they are now operating, right, at 40%. Now, remember, you know, Portia Simpson was operating at 70%.
Yes.
Right? And they are now operating at 40%. But okay, but that is not where the rubber meet the metal. The seriousness of this matter is that Portia Simpson was allowed to operate at 70%, right, as it relates to $64 billion healthcare budget. Look at it, you know, 64. Now, Andrew Ernest and Christopher Tuftong, who critique the People's National Party, increased, as a matter of fact, partially triple up the budget.
Yes.
From $60 billion to $147 billion.
Yes.
And look what happened now, Wayne. They are operating at 40%.
40. So give the people well on the Byron. So when you say 40%, oh, we just play this. So Byron, I tell you tell them shut up, them need 2,500 critical nurse. And them not have nothing. Okay, continue Byron. So them shot 40%, you know. 40, you know, people. But me just play tough and say it anyway. Continue Byron.
Yes. So when you look at that, it's a very serious concern, and the question is, why did Jamaica Labour Party partially triple up the budget, $147 billion, and what they had accused the People's National Party for, as it relates to nurse, shortage of nurse. They have not fixed the problem. They worsened the problem. They have the budget expand to $147 billion. And not only that now, it's more devastating because as it relates to bed shortages, right, MRI machine, dialysis machine, right, and when you compare those things as it relates to Jamaica Labour Party administration and Portia Simpson administration, we did have more beds, right? We did have more dialysis machine and all of that. So what caused the breakdown as it relates to the high increase, partially 300%? So when you look at it, under the Portia Simpson administration, right, now you find it said, if you check out the Auditor General history, right, partially there was no billions of dollars missing.
No.
Right? No. People need to understand it now. People need to do the research. When you go under the Portia Simpson administration and you do the research as it relates to Auditor General, right, research, the amount of money that missing under the Jamaica Labour Party, I'm going to say missing, but we want to be careful now because they might look to say, they say, okay, the money is not stolen. We are saying that the healthcare, as it relates to the Auditor General, the Auditor General is saying over $700 to $800 billion unaccounted for.
That's just it.
What is
yes.
So what is clear? What is clear is how the Jamaica Labour Party used right procurement and breach procurement guidelines, giving kickbacks to them friends through the process of direct contract, right, and emergency contract, right. And when you look at all of these things, right, over budgeted certain things, when we look in the area as it relates to the drill, you can see where the drill was originally selling for $5 million. That very same drill you have to pay what? For $31 million.
Yes.
And all of these stealing that been taking place. Right? And so I want to ask for people who want to say, okay, all right, we can't say the money has been stolen. I am telling Jamaica that the majority of that money that is unaccounted for has been stolen. Now, hear my point and let me prove it.
Yes.
Number one, we have seen examples as it relates to rural read.
Of course, that's stolen. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Can the Auditor General replace that money? Can the Auditor General is going to account for that money? That money is no longer can be accounted for.
True.
Now, when we look on Cornwall Regional Hospital, from 2 billion to 4 billion,
yes,
from 4 billion to 9 billion, and from 9 billion to a projected cost, right, of 23 billion. Let us argue this. Can the Auditor General account for that when you have several, the appropriation account, you understand, from 2016 until we speak, cannot be tendered to the Auditor General so that the Auditor General can check these things. And so then you have missing information as it relates to purchase orders, invoice, and what that cannot be found. And then you find it that Dunstan Brian, who was the permanent secretary, you understand, the Jamaica Labour Party administration let him ease out.
Yes.
And so then he cannot explain as it relates to that particular situation, right? And so then what are we to say? That okay, all right, the monies are not missing, the monies are stolen. Because the fact of the matter, why under the Jamaica Labour Party administration, there is no appropriation account can be submitted on a yearly basis. Even as we speak, even when the Auditor General had spoken to them and asked them to correct the situation has not been corrected.
Yes.
And this is one of the things that the opposition need to ask Freeval Williams, need to ask Christopher Tuftong that, okay, from the last finding from the Auditor General and the billions of dollars being missing, have you able to correct the appropriation account so that the Auditor General can specifically track, you understand, and tell specifically what happened to the money. No, it has not been corrected. And the Jamaica Labour Party, you understand, have no intention to correct it, to show you the leverage of their pilfering and their continuance of pilfering. Look what happened to Atpen. Andrew Holness came out and said, okay, he's going to have an oversight committee, you understand, that track these things and so forth. Well, the last audit that you had gotten, guess what? There is no system set up. There is no system set up for that. So obviously you can see that the man continue to want to steal, one continue to want to PR, you understand? And you know, the thing, this is what is sickening, because the Jamaica the Jamaicans continue to sit down, right, and allow Andrew Holness, you understand, to do these things and get away with these things. You're not going to tell me that no, a prime minister cannot be certified for going 4 consecutive years, and you allow him, you understand, to want to participate, right, into legislations in Parliament. It should not. It is an obstruction to the investigation, right? You're going to tell me that, okay, the Attorney General has spoken to the Jamaica Labour Party administration, understand, to fix the situation with the appropriation account. You understand?
But Byron,
Williams, yes.
But Byron, even Tuftong himself, you know, no pass him, you know, because the 85 million market me, 80 to 85 million, I stolen money that too. We don't get no benefit from the money. It's the right front away. I'm woman get it. To play with a belt buckle. What market me? Yeah, let me ask you something before you answer, Byron. Let me ask you this. You ever say something beneficial? You ever say market me here to what it look like? Where them advertise, where them do? And I say LTE thing when nobody have no work. You ever see market me do anything yet? This market me will come up. Don't go hear about the name, you know. Who the market? You ever say anything for market me, brother?
Well, this is it, Wayne, that these are the robberies of taxpayers' money being taken place. You understand? In plain sight, through nepotism. You understand? Because here it is that the market me person is closely associated with Christopher Tuftong to ensure, you understand, that a large portion of taxpayers' money went to this person, you understand, and we did not get the value for money, right? And all these things. And so then when you look at it, this is what we are saying, Wayne, that the situation that pointed out via the Auditor General, because the Auditor General definitely is our highest, right, as it relates to checks and balance.
Yes.
And the Auditor General been pointing out these things and saying, look, these things need to fix the appropriation account by law. By line, Wayne.
Yes.
It's supposed to be tendered to the respective ministry on a yearly basis, you know, annually, you know, and you're going to tell me, even now,
it's not fixed.
You're going to tell, okay, sir. So if you're going to fix the system and you claim that, okay, all right, fundamentally there are some errors. All right, you have no aware about the errors. So put it this way, let us give you the benefit of the doubt. You're oblivious of these errors.
Yes.
Which should be, because if you're the minister of health, right, you should be having a particular system of oversight as it relates to expenditures.
Yes.
You understand? You're supposed to have dialogue with the PAC. You're supposed to have dialogue with the PASC, right? And checks and balance. If you're a good if you say you're giving good governance, you understand why you are so blatantly, you understand, reluctant as it relates to checks and balance. You don't see checks and balance to be important and vital as it relates to the expenditure in terms of taxpayers' money. Because if you do, you would ensure, number one, as a minister of health, one of the first things you'd have identified, because you have dialogue with the cabinet secretary, you have dialogue with your personal permanent secretary. And let me ask you about Tuftong, right? From you have been a minister of national security, you have noticed that your permanent secretary is not tendering, you understand, the appropriation account. So we will go to checks and balance with you, Christopher Tuftong. With you, Christopher Tuftong, you be the head of the ministry, right? And you don't know. You are totally oblivious that the appropriation account has not been tendered. No, put it this way. You understand? And we are giving you the benefit of out as it relates to your obliviousness. But let me say this. If you have been aware, right, that, okay, your professional account has not been tendered. Remember, you have been there from 2016. What have you done between 2016 and 2026 to fix it? What have you done? You automatically allow a system to maintain, to hide checks and balance. And that is your deliberate action, because this is the way how you are stealing taxpayers' money.
Yes.
By allowing the gap to exist. So the thing about it, is that when people are arguing Christopher Tuftong, remember, Christopher Tuftong came on the program. If you remember, when Christopher Tuftong came on the program, and you and I were asking him some questions, and when we asked him certain questions, him take time on after the program. You remember that?
Yeah, of course. Him not run gone.
Okay. Okay, because him couldn't take the questions they want to ask him.
No.
So the question that I'm saying, and the question that we need to pose to Christopher Tuftong, right? How long that you being aware that your ministry, appropriation account, was not being tendered on time so that the Auditor General can keep solid checks and balance? How long were you unaware that this wasn't so? So if you said, okay, all right, you were made aware from where blah blah blah, then the question that I have to ask you, Christopher Tuftong, what measures have you put in place to have this fixed, to close this gap? And so then, and the Auditor General need to come out and talk to us. Christopher Tuftong need to come out and talk to us. And what Christopher Tuftong need to speak about is the appropriation account, you understand, for the Ministry of Health. And what Andrew Ones and Favor Williams need to talk about,
yes,
is to speak to the public about the appropriation account, if the appropriation account for respective ministries been submitting on time. And if it is not so, then you ask them, why do they allow the gap to exist, to defeat checks and balance? And this is where the buck stop. This is what the Jamaican people need to ask. This is what needs to be spoken about in Parliament. The appropriation account for the respective ministry. You understand? And if the Auditor General is satisfied as it relates to the data that provided in the appropriation account that can explain all government expenditures, this is what Jamaica people need to be aware of, right? We can't continue with money being spent, taken out of the taxpayers' coffers, you understand, spend willy-nilly, and there is no accountability. And you have where Darrell Vars now can now break procurement rules, you understand, just besides say can't take out $1.3 billion to buy a whole bus, which part we have evidence that some of those buses sell for $1 or $1. Come on, man. Jamaica need and listen. They say the people who are so-called fighting for Jamaica Labour Party and defending Jamaica Labour Party, I have to say, one, that many of them who are defending the Jamaica Labour Party, they are culpable as it relates to getting benefit of the corruption.
Yes.
And two, you understand, you have some who are ignorant and they only see green and nothing more. They have no awareness, you understand, as it relates to civics, as it relates to the politics, and as it relates to good governance.
Nothing, so you're right.
They are ignorant as they come.
Yes.
Right? And when you have persons, you understand, who, like the PSOJ, who don't want to identify the government wrongdoing because government, right, is cutting them great slabs of land, giving them, all the primary resources and so forth, and the level of culpability that they are so culpable that they don't want to call out the Jamaica Labour Party administration. This is a fundamental wrong because it goes for the progress of the country.
Yes.
Right? There's no progress where the country's concerned, right? And you know, there's no stability, right? We can continue to listen to Andrew Holness try to hide most of his devastating action as it comes to criminality.
Yes.
Push it on blaming Hurricane Beryl and Hurricane Melissa. Andrew Holness damaged the economy long before it was two storms. Andrew Holness himself did not create any of the hurricane, but what he had created a corruption tsunami.
Of course.
Wipe out our economy as over $3 trillion unaccounted for.
Yes.
And none of the storms. You understand the storms, right? I've done dangerous damage to us and pulled back our economy. But what I am saying to Jamaican people, that the amount of money missing, one have to ask, when did we have a situation with the $3 trillion unaccounted for? We did not have it after Beryl. We did not have it after Melissa. We have it before Beryl and before Melissa.
Of course.
So we have this problem of corruption before Beryl and before Melissa. People need to look and be aware.
Yes.
You understand that we have a $3 trillion crisis. $3 trillion crisis. You understand? Before Beryl and before Melissa.
Yes.
So what happened to that? What happened to that? And with Beryl and Melissa, compound the problem. You understand? Which totally wipe out our economy, right? As it relates to the status of our economy now. But one of the dangers that we face will be in, right? And if Jamaica don't solve that problem, right, Jamaica will ever suffer. And I'm not asking them that. If Andrew Holness administration doesn't move from out of our politics, you understand, and put in
Jamaica done, you know, brother. I build it up, I build back, you know.
Jamaica will never ever progress.
But Pat, Mystic, Jamaica this try as is right now, you know, mash up, you know, not do from the man come in and take money from NHT and I tell people about we are the best government. Brother, if your government are going good, you know, touch contribution, brother. You don't get rid of the asset tax, you know, touch contribution. The country never go on with nothing for money, and it's worse now. Let me tell you something before you answer that mistake. Tuftong say yes, so see me the plate before. Tuftong say, look how Tuftong stupid now. See that? Tuftong has showed Jamaicans that healthcare system will remain stable despite end of Cuban medical program. The health system could never stable when you shot a 2,000 medical personnel, brother. Oh, it was stable. It never stable in the first place. Yes, brother.
The truth about the situation with Cuba, and which is extremely sad, and all the come out and try to spin. Remember when Andrew Holness came out and he spoke in solidarity for Cuba.
Yes.
What did I tell Jamaica? I said Jamaica don't listen to him. Him is a hypocrite.
Yeah, because that him doing no. No, what him doing now? Him try to throw them under the bus too, you know. Because it's about when say democratic, wish him just for election. And that's the truth. So they must say democratic and then him can't talk about wedge back. He might hypocrite for true. He might flip flop. Yes, you know that.
Because you why when I look into this statement.
Yes.
That is one of the reasons why the congressman has to come out and the congressman has to put him in place.
That's why I'm going to do this quick, you know. Can the man say, well, I deal with you?
Yes, what Jamaica need to understand, you understand that the congressman and the congressman remind him that no,
we have
the shit on you, you know.
Yes, that's why I do this.
Please, you go back and you retract what you said.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, what the congressman did to him to show you how highly compromised the man is compromising. The congressman make sure that he cut off the spin, because when the congressman spoke, right, for the fact that he was upset, right, they were spinning it, right, as it relates to say that okay, the congressman acted independently. And I love how the congressman now cut off the spin and pluralize the situation to say, we in the Congress. So them can't get to spin that anymore.
Yes.
You understand? They can't get to spin that.
Yes.
And remember now, look, if they didn't have the shit on Andrew Holness, right? Under no circumstances they will be having Andrew Holness as a doormat, walking on him like that.
Yes.
And then his spin machine now after they try to spin. You understand? To make him look good. He can't look good if he's a sellout. Because
and then you know, the man does still, you know, you gotta pay for this, you know, I gotta deal with the case. So him to run with the doctor them fast. That's why I come do it, you know.
Exactly.
Because the matter so we are come for you, you know. Two things, we are come for you. Send them, a matter of fact, send them doctor they know when they have business. So when them just come up with something about 2023 live. We just get new people. And if you say you fine, you'll sign one on the Byron. If him say sign people for 5 years, doctor sign for like 5 years. The people them come around 2021, some other 140 of them. Most of them never leave. Them just add on. See? So you could assign people 2021, yeah, and then I negotiate 23. You know, just negotiate again in a 26. You understand? 25, 26. So you couldn't go send them home 23. Eh?
But let me say something to him again, Wayne.
Yes.
Let me say something again to him because I realize that he's being very confused, right? Now, let me say something to him. We hear Christopher Tuftong out on a spin that he's going to allow the nurses to stay by some of them signing independent contract. And let me tell him something. They don't understand what United States is saying. Let me tell them what United States is saying. United States is telling them under no circumstances they should facilitate any
Cuban
thing from Cuba.
That him say. Because of the money, you know, the embargo, you know, brother. Me and you know that them demand it.
Alright, exactly.
So them want to stop them from make the US, them the 56 country, yes. Them want to mind them send them home. So you see like how we there, we are send back money. So Jamaica make 4 billion, but them not work for. Yes. Cuban send back them money. So when them do that, them have the hard back now, can buy things to them country. You're patriotic. Can we patriotic? Right. That's why we send things to Jamaica, you know.
Okay.
You understand?
So
yes.
So Cuba and this argument of remittance.
Yes.
This morning, and just allow me some minutes, which not want to define it for people.
Yes.
Because when we are pointing out some things with United States, I think that's some people may have the idea that it is United States authority is saying, look, let us secure some remittance from the Jamaicans in the United States and send it to Jamaica. People need to understand that it is nothing like that. The Jamaicans who are patriotic.
Thank you.
Jamaicans who are patriotic, sending home money, right, to Jamaica through various means, whether they are building their houses through, you understand, the various contracts and so forth, and coming back and buy things in Jamaica and so forth and so forth. That is within the remittance bracket where people need to understand.
Yes.
You understand? So when you're talking about diversity in economic trading, and one is saying that you can't leave out the United States because the United States is providing remittance for us. The United States is not providing remittance.
We are providing remittance.
Please, people need to understand what the United States has provided is an opportunity, you understand, for us to work and live, right, in the United States. And that's all. Let me bring it out. The United States wouldn't mind if not even $1 don't come back to Jamaica and everything's spent in America.
True.
So people need to understand that.
But true, we have three movements. Byron, put this on it. So with that Canada, we do the same thing. With that England, do the same thing. And down there, sir, we have family member and friends, so we send things back. The government can't tell us what we do with money. So we send it back.
So the honor not supposed to be given. The honor supposed to be given to all of these patriotic Jamaicans.
To us.
Who never left Jamaica behind. Right?
So,
and people need to understand that okay, we can diversify our trade in terms of who we want to trade with. You understand? Because we are a sovereign country.
And Byron,
yes.
I just think the president that tell them say he want to push up the fee parameter. We have to pay for send the money, you know, and a free.
Exactly.
So them not do it free for us. It's a business. So we have to pay to send what one money where we work, our money that. So our money that, and we are send it. I send part of it. Saying for all of our countries. Saying yes.
So make sure. Let me get back to the LK because we don't want to.
Yes.
We don't want to want for the truck.
Yes.
Being vegan all over the place.
Yes.
So we're going back to LK. So the United States definitely know, right, that Jamaica healthcare system, right, is in a dilemma.
Yes.
Number one, it is the very same United States who
take most of them.
On couple of occasions that send travel advisory to their people warning them about their healthcare. So they know that our healthcare being dilapidated.
That one. But Byron, no move that. That's a good talk, you know, but no move that. Just add on this to it though. This is the same United States where how much hospital up there will take our nurses when them done train and in there, offer them more money. So now bribe for a third world country, we can't match the money. So you take with nurses and with doctors. And then you want to travel advice because you know you mash it up. And now we get to come from Cuba and then you want to send them home. That means you kill we. You're killing us. You're killing our people. We speak truth to power. Yes, brother. Yes.
Like you put that out there.
Yes.
People need to understand that when it comes to the United States, you understand, there's no love and care and sympathy for us. Where am I driving at? So for the United States, it's a talk about humanitarian situation against Cuba and that Cuba is this and Cuba is that. The United States is extremely vicious.
Of course.
The United States is extremely vicious. They know very well that the Cuban nurses and doctors are providing, you understand, good service to our healthcare.
Yes.
So when you damage that, you understand, despite Cuba, because of your political reasons and objectives. Remember, we can remind him that United States not just start to fight Cuba.
No.
They start to fight Cuba. They start to fight Cuba from in the 70s.
For early 60s, by the way. I get mad in the 70s. Yes.
What people need to understand, it was this very same fight that United States go up against Michael Manley.
Yes.
And it was the very same reason why Michael Manley said he prefer, you understand, to walk on his feet than crawl on his knees. It was over the Cuban situation.
Same thing.
So this will show you how spiteful.
And when Cuba did that, but mistake no pass. When Cuba did that, build school and hospital and clinics.
Exactly.
Same thing again.
Exactly.
And I train up for people there. Yes.
And so then there is a difference now. Brought forward to know from Michael Mann is that the United States fighting Cuba and damaging democratic socialism because they don't want to see developing countries, you understand, becomes an economic giant. What people don't understand, people don't understand that what the United States really want, is phony capitalism, you understand, within the Western Hemisphere. And they believe that they have authority. They believe that they have the right to come into the developing countries, you understand, and take out, you understand, the country minerals, the country bauxite, you understand, and they want it for free.
Yes.
So people don't understand that this is colonization, you understand, in a very modern way. But no, Donald Trump, who Donald Trump is telling you that he's playing Henry Morgan and playing Buccaneer and the ICs. You understand? So he can overpower Venezuela, take away Venezuela oil and sell it in the interest of America. Who does that? That's a criminal act. That's a criminal act. And people need to call it out.
True.
That's a criminal act.
True.
You understand? Because again, and this is it for the people need to understand what might be seems to be difficult as it relates to the geopolitics, right? I can tell you this way, right? That if the Donald Trump administration allowed to do what he's doing, going around the Caribbean and show his power and might, you understand? Bullying the Caribbean, taking away their things, right? I can tell them that if you allow that behavior to continue, every single island in the Caribbean is going to be under this threat, and they'll be losing their sovereignty from the United States. No two way about that.
True.
So then,
but this is stop better. Yes.
The world need to wake up.
Yes.
Right? And realize what is happening in the space. The world need to wake up.
Yeah,
so
all right, sir. All right, later, brother. Up. Yeah, man. You see, my brother have to knock it in, you know, where we are not the back, we not the back, you know, when I ramp with them. I will speak truth to power, as I said before. It's all about to stop the US, the influence of US away to Cuba. Because if you want to target some country and say, if you side for the people, them and say, you can't use the word, say, you know, human trafficking and the treatment, how them get treated, because the Cuban authority around them. Them in the host country. Unless the host country I deal with you in your main, then we can't say human trafficking. Nobody treating the Cuban bad in Jamaica. I mean, in no other country them are treating bad. Them talk good about the Cubans. And the Cubans love them too. See? Nobody treating them bad. So if you get treated bad than a human trafficking, that means if you have a work, them that drop you off, and then you go lock you down, you can't go nowhere else but work, and people are watch over you because you will run away or something. Don't tell me about no book, because if me in our next country or my country treat me bad, then you have things where you can apply for, and then US not come fit US will not tell you to send them back to them debt. US say no, I'll not give them the work. US say keep them, you know, and talk to you, even have meeting with them. Because them a doctor, US that take some of them to shield them. It will not bad for US, that be nice for US and them what have you. Not true. You not say send one of them back to Cuba because you want them stop earn the US buck. That's all about embargo. That's about what them want do and all kind of things. Just that are the aim. Everything else a lie. Them for be truthful. I might not be right. You have to stop it. And everybody's stupid, you know. Not everybody stupid. You want, same like how we send on the money. Remember our money, you know. Our pay remittance. And some people talk about remittance stop flow. Remittance can't stop flow unless we stop remittance. Because you have your rights and things, and nobody can't tell you, so we can't stay. You're going to try to make it harder now and push up the fee. But if we are sending it, we are sending it through bank or send it through something else, it's legal. And not criminal money we are sending. See? So we are sending it, you push up the fee, and maybe them I want to make them push up the fee that when you are sending it, they say you have to pay how much money for it, but we still are sending it. Cuba, you have people who are patriotic about our place. You know, make a next man destroy your country where you run go, and them can put you out there. You know how to do it. And if them did have a problem for much decades, them they all over the world now. And I respect them too, because instead of them a drop bomb and missile, them a save lives. When them bomb they drop, when you look at them a come in and a save lives. In the pandemic, we see what them do. We don't see nobody else do that. We see them send people to come save our people life. We're grateful. And it's not the first. Yeah? Nobody now brainwash them man around here, so. We don't talk. Yeah? We don't talk. Later, I know people can want to know, say, we're busy like me this week, as I said before, we have Simple the Best. Who no buy them ticket for Simple the Best? Call my man, you know. Call my man, G. Then, you know, so we don't get the 28th. Down the islands there, so. We know, so Smile, St. Lucia. Remember, I know we have Admiral Tibet I go down there too, you know. We have Little Lenny. See, we have our Jigsy King I go to, you know, Terry Gans and them people, yeah, man. And then we have other people who have some host artists who are carrying. You see, it's good for Jamaica too. Man a fly, man get paid, man fly, man come. See? Spend money in that same way. We speak true to Jamaica, yeah? So when I just see some other people out there, them live in Jamaica, you fly them from there. I remember the ticket them dear. Remember one time you could have jumped on a BB and you get ticket for little and nothing. Now for fly somebody from Jamaica, if you go down there, nearly 200,000 for 1 year, 100,000 for one. Yeah? It's cheaper for you fly somebody from in the state go down in St. Lucia than for fly them from Jamaica for go St. Lucia, yeah, for one. And we are carry around 4 of them artists from down there for just one. And nearly 200 grand for one ticket, one plane ticket. See? These things cost money, yeah? Tell me I tell none of this. Yeah? Me sure no. For one. See? And then we have to fly how much a week from over here, so go there. So it costs X amount. You understand? It's not. And you still, and them get paid. You know, come back, they must spend money back in that country. So when we talk with, you know, yes, you have to talk with, oh, you mean, you have to talk stern and everything, you know, because you do too much contribution to that country. For them pay spending there. For them money, spending there. I don't know buy the ticket them too. So if you send the money, go Jamaica, go buy all these tickets. That we do. Yeah? Don't at Jamaica did spend. Buy it from an agent and a pan line from the agency from there. So them get for them money and them get for them thing and that too. Yeah? Alright. Maybe just tell them, I want to know. Alright. See? So we have Louis, we have so much artists, me just call. One of them there go down there. When I see them come, I show them, I mean, I tell you how much it costs if you have ticket. One time when we have here Jamaica, ticket cheap. It's hard for you get fly like that, so you have to pay the money. It's more cheaper to fly them from in the state. You understand? To fly them, and them have one stop in them, yeah, them have make one stop, then go over. Listen me, I need a $200,000 for one ticket here. Now you are telling me who will work the minimum wage can pay for one. And you have fly so much, you have fly around 4 of them from out. Four. The week after next. 4 of them are fly out. 4 tickets you have to buy for those artists alone. And the much ticket you buy already. You can't stay there. And plus hotel and this and that, and you have to feed them and thing and different from pay and everything, you know. And you have to have so you have 3 different countries that involved in a one thing, you know. The cost we here. So them thing and a play thing here. And I will do a contribution at the same place there. Remember this. Alright. You can't stay there. But there are people later here. Be busy. I'm out. Bless.
We in lump sum, we are beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We in lump sum, we are beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomber dude. I'm not a Judas, them a backstabber. I'm my wife, and this straight beauty and glamour. No guy can walk to name me with no dagger. Make the heart of Mandela, but the mind of a Zama in the mold. Like a bull man, we send us the glamour. Lyrically inclined, be a metaphor, so no listen to lyrics line to line. Become a lyrical fighter, put up in the rhythm, they load some boy, all in a hater. Lyrically inclined.